How about this genisis again? In the last video, God was looking from heaven, saw the wickedness man was great. They thought evil thoughts constantly. So God thought to himself, I'm going to destroy man and the whole earth. Every man and beast, creeping things, and fowls in the air. For I'm sorry I made them. But Noah found grace in God's eyes. And this one, how did we get into this mess? It's going to be a little longer than the last ones. Okay. How did we get into this mess? That's the question. Let's back up a bit. Let's give a quick recap. First, we start at the beginning, when everything was dark and void. First, God created the heavens and the earth. He placed man in the garden. He told the man he may eat of every tree of the garden, except the tree in the midst of the garden, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Then I give an example of Aaron Blue Devils, because basically talking about a good God and a bad, this guy that want everything to live. You don't want everything to die. And a battle happened between them. But then it was, and he got this and that. Then I brought it back to the creation. But you have to just check that in my last video. I'm not going to get into the whole theology of that thing. They said we compared dolphins and sharks. Dolphins are a great hope and sharks just kill for the thrill. A mix of good and evil to bring back to the garden. Then God was up on his throne saying, it's not good for a man to be alone. So he sent all the animals, beasts, and creeping things, and everything that fly. Basically trying to find a mate for Adam. He named all the creatures, small and great, that even flew. But none of them were right for the man. So he put Adam to sleep, pulled out a rib from him and filled it up with flesh. And then God took the bone and made a woman and then brought it over to Adam. Adam says, it's the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. Then we go back to the Garden of Eden. When a snake talked to Adam's wife, she fell for the snake's lies. Remember, the snake said, you will not die if you eat that fruit. You know, you'll have knowledge. Good to you, that's a lie. And then she takes a bite of it, and her eyes were open, thought it was good for food, and she gave it to her husband. And they scalped her naked. Oh my God. Then they made them aprons of fig trees. And guess who walks in the garden? The Lord shows up in the garden and says, Adam, where are you? And Adam responds, I was naked. I was scared. And of course God says, who told you were naked? Did you eat them? Did you eat the fruit I told you not to eat of? Adam said yes, and he said, yes, I did, but my wife gave it to me. Takes no responsibility for his actions. Yes, he said his wife that he given to him. And he was actually blaming God, saying, "Because this woman, that's why I sinned." And of course, God goes to the woman and says, "What have you done?" And she blames the snake. Again, taking no responsibility for what her actions are. Then he declared judgment on the snake. I did not get into all that stuff. If you want to find out about what was the things of the snake, you just go back to my videos and I get more input on it. And we're just trying to give you a recap. See, to put this point, they disobeyed God, and it costed them home. In that wonderful relation they had with God the Son and God the Father. They haven't had kids yet. Then when Cain and Abel came about, I'm not going to do that. Go to the chapter. Right on the next section. I don't need any more of that.